Hello creative friends, it's Eugenia from Art Maltemi Atelier, and today we're gonna attempt something loose, and we're gonna be talking about negative painting, which is a technique very useful. And at this stage we're gonna make a loose floral vase. Yeah, loose floral vase, and we actually probably use it for Mother's Day too. How about that? So I have chosen a watercolor paper that it was actually, I'm not sure that it was a promotion. I can't remember what I bought from this company, and they gave me this watercolor paper to try. So I'm gonna just use this one for today. It's in, what's the size? The size is it's it's 6 by 4 inches. I have masked it on my board. I have my 2 jars of clean water and my dagger brush, which is my favorite lately for loose subjects, and the paints. I remember those paints that I had them for quite a while, and for some sides I like them a lot and I use them a lot, and then I must bought something else and forgot them all about. So now I service them again. They're pretty excellent. I think this is the studio palette from Paul Rubens. I think it's the same company. They have this line too. It's the student version. It's much more cheaper, obviously. Very economical, but yeah, they have some nice colors. Which hey, I forgot to put I forgot to wet my paper. I think I'm talking too much. Okay, let's wet all our paper to begin with, and then we'll start dropping some colors in them. See what it's gonna give us. We said it's gonna be very loose. Okay, just put some color in general as a background, as a beginning of a background. So first we'll do a general wash, and later on will be more specific. Oh, this must be the opera pink. Yeah, I don't mind an opera pink for a tablecloth. So we're just starting in so kind of ugly painting, but that's fine. There's always an ugly stage of a painting. The most of the artists don't show. So we'll wait to dry a little bit, and so to the point that it's still wet but it's not watery. And then we'll continue working on the area, the floral area. So there we're back again. It is still a little bit wet but not like drained. It's got a little bit of shine, the water. We need to, let's see now if it does what we want it to do, or we still have to wait a little bit longer. Because I wanted to when I put the pigment to travel. And it does kind of, with a little bit help. So I really wanted to kind of bleed into the paper. So I tend to put in the center, like strong red flowers. And if it doesn't move the way you want to, you just add a little bit water. Now it depends on the paper too. I haven't tried this paper before, so I don't really know what to expect from it. So it's creating pretty interesting edges, and I will feel pity to go and get into negative painting later. I might gonna have to change my yeah, what I was intending to do. Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's try now to create a really deep purple. Hit the deep purple, then it's gonna be very similar flowers. So I need to do a contrast actually. Let's think about it. Just don't just do right. Okay, so I might end up using a cadmium with a bit of red. Let's create like a really if I put a little bit cadmium and a little bit alizarin crimson, I might get a really red brown tone. Okay, let's see. Oh, well, I might. And now let's go and do our negative painting. So this is going to be our wall behind. And then which means that we are actually painting all around our flowers, or what it's meant to be, flowers. So all my now soft edges are gone. But that's okay. So this is called now negative painting because we are painting all around our subject. And because our paint is still wet, it kind of bleeds here and there, which is nice. And what would happen if I put a little bit blue and start creating a little bit darker red on the one side? At the end we might need to use some gouache just to bring some highlights on the on our flowers. So here I thought I'm gonna make it red, but now I changed my mind. I'm gonna make it blue because we have enough red on the top. We'll make our table blue. And why not? We can change our mind as many times we want. It's actually the pink that I put before. It's pretty nice because it comes through underneath as a shade, and I like it. Okay, and at this point we will let it dry, and then we'll come back in, work a little bit on the flowers, and start creating the vase. Okay, at this point, I can't help it, and I'm touching it, so I thought to start recording again. What I'm doing is I'm just putting a little bit extra pigment on areas that to make them a little bit more brighter, like the orange. I put a little bit more pigment on top, so the orange becomes more intense and pops out. I didn't add much yellow, which probably I should. Yeah, well, I'm gonna just add a little bit yellow here and there, wherever it needs. So the more pigment we put, the more intense it becomes with the watercolors. And so or becomes brighter or darker, and depends obviously on the pigment that we're using. I would have done this paint here. I created a little hole. So the paint is gray. It's my favorite dark to go for shadows and adding depth. So where I think it's a little bit more deeper, I'm just adding a little bit Payne's gray, and the darker goes a bit more in, and then the flower just pops out. Or the impression of the flower, obviously. Here now we're doing lots of impressions. I do like my bouquet. I haven't used any greens though. I'm not sure when. Probably I'm gonna have to use gouache because let's see. If I use, what happens? Does it cover? Oops. Yes, it does cover, and it actually splattered everywhere. Okay, so it wasn't a bad idea actually. But I just have to be careful how it splatters, or maybe not. Maybe I have to get a finer brush to add my grains because very busy. Now what I'm gonna do with the background? I mean, the background. Background. I'm not very. I don't want to darken it either, at least not from both sides. So we'll keep one side more bright, and I want to darken this side, but I don't want to make it completely muddy. Maybe I'll just wait to dry and then see what I can do. I'll do that. And now in the meantime, where's my white? Let's see if I can organize the vase. This is a watercolor pencil. So if I do the strokes like that, it does create the impression of kind of a glass. Actually, I like it. It's not bad. And then we're gonna have, because for the moment it's floating, we'll have to put some more Vase spray. What I have done with this little, I have to get some other colors and fill this all up, because I can't. Look what I've done with this color here. Created a hole. It is my favorite dark anyway, so. Let me just spread it, not have harsh edges. Yeah, we just try to avoid the dark edges. Well, it's coming up. Not bad actually. For so intense colors that I've been using. And really want to put a little bit more white. It doesn't let me with this pencil. Probably I should wait to dry, or just use some white. Yeah, that's okay. Some white paint will do the job. Maybe I shouldn't be using this brush though, because it doesn't give me the lines that I want right now, the details. So I better change it to my liner, my favorite liner. There we go. Yep, and I get perfect lines. Let's fix that little thing here that we've done. Let's put a little dark so it will pop up. This glass, it looks like that it has some pattern too. I've got a vase that looks like that, and it's but it's not round, and it's got this kind of pattern. It's rectangular. I think I am a bit influenced about that. Yeah, that's fine. And I think I'm not gonna touch the vase anymore because I really like the how it came up. And I'm worrying that I might yeah, I don't know, change it as much as see. I'm already start doing things that I'm gonna ruin it. Okay, no more touching the vase, that's it. Okay, and now, oops, there's a bloom here that I didn't intend to do. Okay, I started liking it. Now, what else? I want to put some greens. Okay, we said we're gonna put some greens, and we'll do them. We'll do them to come out randomly. Yeah, they're gonna be loose and they're gonna be free flowing. Those, and they won't have any specific direction. I'll just put those stringy kind of greens. They're not the very fine leaves. Make sure that they don't overpower. Yep, I'll just leave it that way. Oops, let's leave it too much. Add a little line on those leaves just to create oops, bloom here. I'll just dry my lines too. I might have to wait to dry up and come back for that. And what if I put very, very, very watery? yellow on top. Like, okay, well, let's do some glazing too now. With a little bit yellow. Only on this side. So with this painting, we learn how to do negative painting for the background, and now we're doing a little bit glazing too. So we learn 2 watercolor techniques. Okay, this area I'm gonna have to come back with some greens when it dries up, and I might put a tiny bit of shine on my vase. And of course, you're gonna put some more highlights on your flowers. Make them as intense as you want. And probably I should stop touching them because I'm gonna ruin them at the end. No, less is more, and I never do it. I'm always keep on touching. I have to let it go. Okay, I have to remind myself all the time. Okay, then a touch of white. Finally, I didn't use any gouache. This paints, the white is pretty, in the yellow is pretty opaque, so it covered nicely. So I didn't have to get my gouache out. Okay, that's it. Done. I'm going to put a little bit more shadow on the vase, and then on the base on the table. And that's it. Right. And if that blue has dried up, I will add now the green leaves. That got ruined before because my page was still wet, and I think it's still bleeding. Okay, I have to wait. So if you enjoy this loose floral tutorial and if you learned something, please don't forget to like it, thumbs up, And if you haven't subscribed, please do, because we are going to be doing lots of more painting techniques, different styles and different mediums. We're going to be experimenting a lot, because for the people that don't know me yet, is I'll explain to you how I have studied many years ago, but 20 years ago, fine art in Greece. And then I didn't do much about it because, life came, in my way. In a good way. I made family. That's fine. I won't complain. I'm grateful. And but yeah, I didn't do much art. So now, there I am back. Because it is a passion, art, and I got my brushes out, and I thought I have to start from somewhere, so I thought maybe if I start with YouTube channels will be a good idea for me to commit and come in touch with other artists and explore together. So that's why you can see me doing lots of exploring. Whoops, this paper was good up to now, but now it's breaking. Okay, so cannot, yeah, it doesn't take lots of abuse. And here I did abuse it a bit extra, I think, with I waited too much. It shouldn't be doing it because it's watercolor paper, but as I said, that was a cheap paper, and it was promotional, just for me to try it. I mean, it's okay, but not the way I'm using it. So yeah, what I was saying, so you're gonna see me experimenting with a lot of different techniques and styles and mediums. So join me to that journey. I'm sure you will be learning something. So subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell, because this is the way that you see if the video that I'm doing is interesting for you, or if the medium or the technique is not your cup of tea, you can wait for the next one. So yeah, that little bell there, it's actually very helpful. I'm using it too a lot, because we can't be watching all the videos, understand that. We'll have to be selective sometimes. Okay, and that's it, done. Brush is down, or not yet, because I need to put my little signature, my little initials. I always do that. They're very, very small paintings, so it doesn't matter if I do it or not, but I always like to do that. Since I was young, I was doing that always. I will continue the same way now. I can't change habits. Okay, let's unmask it now. Let's see what we've done. I mean, we know what we've done, but somehow when you're taking off the masking, it looks better, doesn't it? That's the nicest part. So thank you very much for joining me today to this tutorial. Hopefully I will see you soon at my next video, and Oh no, I did it too. It always happens. Doesn't matter, we'll clean it. And we'll put a little bit gouache. Okay. So, yep. What I was saying? I was saying that, yeah, hope that I'm going to see you soon at my next video. And make sure that in the meantime, you keep being happy and keep painting. Don't forget that. That's essential. Now let's put a little bit white to clean up my oh no, that's yellow. Yes, gouache. Quickly gouache into the rescue. So always handy some gouache. Just clean up your edge if it bothers you, because if you paint it, if you frame it, doesn't matter, the frame will cover it. And sometimes actually you want to frame, I have to go back and fill up this white frame because my frames are bigger than the board and the border shows up, so it's probably a good idea to, but now for the purpose of the video it is nice that I've clean borders. Okay, that's it for today. Our loose floral is ready, and I think we'll do a great card for Mother's Day. What do you think? Let me know at the comments below, and see you soon. Bye for now.